Welcome to a brand new episode of SportsAdda presents Doubtful Review System. This is a one-of-a-kind referral system because we're joined by none other than Australia's former fast bowler and India's sweetheart, Brett Lee. Hi, Brett Lee.
Hi, Riddhima. Namaste. Nice to see you again.
It is so good to see you. And what do you make of this scrimmage of the top four in the ongoing T20 league?
Look, it's been a crazy week, hasn't it? We've seen, teams that were favourites get beaten by teams that were on the bottom of the table. We've seen performances that probably should have won the game for certain teams and then just been turned around. We've seen batting and bowling fails. We've seen some amazing cricket. It's been a phenomenal week.
It has been a crazy week, and we've just seen the resurgence of certain teams that, they were nowhere in the race. But, for the sanity of our viewers, Brett, why don't I play this little game with you right in the beginning, where I'd ask you to sort of summarize the teams in 4 words.
Okay.
Is that okay?
There we go.
All right.
I'll try.
Superb. So let's get this ball rolling. The very first one is Mumbai.
You have the power.
Oh, they certainly do. They certainly do. Well, Bangalore.
Dream big and believe bold.
You think this is going to be the year?
Maybe.
Okay.
I'll come back to that.
Delhi?
Well, like I always do, drink more coffee.
Oh, yes, they need to. Punjab.
Punjab, they definitely, so I'll say they deserve some cake.
Yes, they do. And I hope they make it into the playoffs. Well, Kolkata.
Sometimes you get stuck.
And how? Fantastic. All right. Hyderabad.
You will be okay.
Okay. Rajasthan.
You are not alone.
Most certainly not. And what about Chennai?
I would say go on a holiday.
Oof, they need one, don't they? And Brett, you are so awesome. You are just so awesome, and you've definitely gotten us to a flying start on this show. And that's what SportsAdda promises when you've got Brett on the show. Also, SportsAdda is that one place where you'll find all the features, interviews, live scores, updates from sports like cricket, football, and kabaddi. Also, if you're watching this particular show on YouTube, the downloading link for the app is right in the description below. So just click on it, download, and let's start with the very first segment of the show, Front Foot Please. All right, the very first moment that we discuss in our Front Foot Please segment is bottoms up. Brett, these particular teams in the bottom half of the table have suddenly seen a resurgence and sort of turmoil the entire, the points table. You've got Chennai defeating Bangalore, Rajasthan with that win. What is going on?
Well, look, it just shows that any team other than now Chennai are a chance to win this massive tournament. We're talking about this T20 league that is open for anyone, I guess. So it's exciting, it's fun, but it's also nerve-wracking for, when you think about teams. The only qualification that we know now, are Mumbai. Mumbai have got the Q next to their name. They are sitting pretty. But there's 3 more spots up for grabs, and I think that out of those 8 minus, Chennai, the other 7 minus obviously Mumbai, so you've got 6 teams now, are all in a good chance to try and get that top 4.
Now, Brett, this is what I call the toss tantrums, and here's why. Because I think this particular season of the ongoing T20 league has posed a question whether winning the toss is a boon or a bane in this tournament. Because I have some stats here. Out of the first 40 games, only 13 games have been won by the team that actually won the toss. 27 was won by the teams that lost the toss. What do you address that to?
So are you saying that you should lose the toss and then you win the game?
Who Looks knows? Like it.
That's the thing, right? I think also too, when you think about this game of cricket and this competition, this tournament that we're in currently, it's the wickets changed too. When you think about the first half of this tournament, it was a beautiful fresh wicket. The ball was coming through nicely, which means that it's nice to bat on first.
Yeah.
And then because the trend with T20 cricket is that you normally like to chase. People and teams like to chase because they know the total might be, call it 170. They know the first 6 overs they have to get to, say, 50 runs to be on par. and then they up the ante. But when you're playing on different wickets in a different country, it's different. It's a different circumstance. So I think a lot of teams have been confused by the way the wickets are played. And now we're seeing the trend now, the wickets are becoming a lot more slower and lower. So when they used to want to bat first and then bowl second, now they want to bowl first and then bat second. It's still changing. I don't understand what they're doing. Shreyas Iyer said that he would have probably preferred to lose the toss in Delhi because he didn't understand what to do. I think it's the only game of sport where there's so many variables.
Yeah.
But whatever you commit to as a captain, you have to commit to 100%. So if you lose a toss, you can be happy the fact that the stats will say you'll win. But if you win the toss, choose smart.
Well, the final highlight that we want to discuss is the emergence of individual performances, Brett, out of nowhere. I mean, Ben Stokes, fantastic player, not taking away anything there, but he didn't have the right beginning, and then now he's striking in how. And then you've got a Mandeep Singh, who also suffered a very big personal loss, but the man has been stellar. So it's been very interesting, this particular tournament, to see the, not just the entire team sort of emerging, but also these individual performances.
Yeah, look, Ben Stokes was outstanding. Mandeep Singh was, brilliant. But you've also, you haven't mentioned Ruturaj as well. I mean, he got a wonderful 50. He batted brilliantly. So it's not the known players that are actually stepping up. It's not your MS Dhoni's. It's not your Shane Watsons. Those types of guys that have been superstars haven't really fired this IPL. It's the younger guys coming through, and that really excites me.
Also, I have to ask you about this man because he's been sensational in the tournament so far. Surya Kumar Yadav. The talent that this man holds, and also, is it shocking that he's not been selected for the India tour of Australia?
Yeah, look, I mean, he's just a quality player. I mean, we've seen a couple of innings that he's batted. The way that he hits the ball in the up, the way that he plays with confidence. I just think he's got so much to offer world cricket and definitely for India. Even though that he's missed out, I think that it won't be too long, maybe an injury or two, he'll come back into the fold. He'll be able to express himself as an athlete, but he's a quality player. I love watching him bat. Beautiful temperament. He's tall, hits the ball in the up, as I mentioned, and looking forward to many, many more runs from him.
Absolutely. He's quite the sight. And thank you so much, Brett. That was a fantastic opening spell. But it's now time to put you on the spot. Well, this is my favorite segment because I get to put Brett on the spot. And this segment is called Hot Spot. Let's dive straight into it. All right, Brett, you know the drill. I'm going to give you a couple of options. You choose one and sort of tell me how would you react to that situation. Are you ready for it?
Let's do it.
Okay, so your option number one is, last Wednesday, Rohit Sharma was named brand ambassador of a healthcare company, Dr. Trust. You're the one who struck the deal, and now you must clarify the cloud over his fitness. That's option number one. Moving on to option number two. With Chennai out of the tournament, they are already looking forward to the next one. You are the part of the think tank, and you need to suggest 3 players they must let go and 3 they must retain.
Oh, okay.
That's option number 2. Coming to option number 3. Having won the IPL and even the World Cup, you know what it takes to win these high-pressured knockouts. What advice would you give the teams that finish in the top 4?
Okay.
Which
I'll
one
probably have to go the third option, I think.
Okay.
Because to me, that sits more comfortable with me. When you think about, playing a part in like a big tournament, the confidence that you need, the mindset that you need. So for me personally, it'd be using the experience that I've got from other tournaments around around the world, to think about playing for my country, to think about interacting with different players around other different countries, how you all bring that into one particular game. So cricket is such a confidence game. You always hear about, today I didn't turn up with the right attitude. We didn't really have our plan set. That's all fine. But if you walk out to bat or bowl and you're not confident as a player, you're not destined to succeed or actually go to the next level.
Brett, could you give me an example of, your cricketing career where, one particular game, very high pressured game, last over, and how did you handle the pressure? And does it any particular example that comes to mind?
You know, there was a game I was playing for Australia, and we're playing against England at the MCG, and I remember they needed about, I think, 14 runs to win with about 4 wickets left.
Oh.
So normally you'd say the team batting, chasing, 14 runs to get, they're 6 wickets down, they're going to breeze it in.
Yeah.
And I remember Ricky Ponting coming up to me and throwing me the ball and said, mate, it's now or never, just try your best. And if we won that game, we then didn't have to go and play the third game because we'd won the first game. So if you won 2 in that competition, the third one didn't have to exist. So we wanted to have the weekend off. So I said, I'm not going to go to Adelaide. I want to go back to Sydney. I don't want the third game in Adelaide. Give me the ball. I'll get the 4 wickets and we'll wrap it up. And I just went back to my training. I went back and thought, what's my best option here? Yorkers, the ball was tailing in nicely. And I just visualised me training in the nets, bowling to a pair of old shoes that were standing where the batsman would stand. I'd use the wide line Yorker with a water bottle that I'd try and blow away the water bottle. I'd bowl the base of stump. So I had to use my training, use my confidence, and 90,000 people at the MCG. And the story goes, we knocked them over. I got a few at the end. Gilchrist got a run out, and we didn't have to go to Adelaide. So to me, that was the perfect example of trusting yourself, backing your own ability. And we actually got out of there alive somehow.
This is fantastic. This is really fantastic. And I'm sure a lot of youngsters watching this would learn a lot from this. All right, with that, Brett, I think it's time now to sort of get the adrenaline up on the show and out of the roof. Because guess what? We are not being joined by fans from, say, 1 or 2 franchises. It's 5. We've got fans from 5 different franchises joining us. So let's get them in. And this is the ultimate knockout challenge. Hey guys, welcome to the Doubtful Review System.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello. Hi,
What's
Riddhima.
happening?
Hi.
It's so good to see you. Brett, let me introduce you to all of them. We've got Babashish, who's supporting Kolkata here. We've got Ricky B, who's supporting Punjab. That's why he's dressed in red. We've got Amay, who's supporting Rajasthan. We've got Chinmay, who's supporting Bangalore. And we've got Kiran, who's supporting Hyderabad.
Go Orange Army.
Hello, everyone. Namaste.
Hi, Brett.
Hi, Brett.
Hello. Hi, Brett.
Hi, Binga.
Hello, brother. Nice to see you.
All right, guys, I love the, gentleman-like greetings, and it's really good to see all of you so calm and composed. But I'm not sure whether it lasts for too long. So shall we begin the knockout challenge?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Okay. So the very first one, we're going to take it, step by step. Can't have all 5 of you going at each other. So let's do it step by step. Let's have Kolkata versus Rajasthan first, shall we?
Let's
bring it on. We will have Babashish go up against Amay. Stage is all yours.
Thanks a lot, Riddhima. I don't have to really go on and talk about Rajasthan, but let me take this up straight away. Listen, भाई एक बात बता, तुम लोगों को गिनती आती है क्या?
हाँ, आती है यार गिनती. हम क्या कार्तिक है क्या जो 10 के भी आगे नहीं जा पाएंगे?
See, listen, अगर गिनती आती होती तो जो बैट्समैन 6-7 पे खेलता है उसको ओपनिंग क्यों करा रहे हो तुम लोग? ऐसी जबरदस्ती क्यों है उसके साथ? ये बताओ.
नहीं, नंबर और गिनती का तो तुम रहने दो, ठीक है. तुम पहली बात त्रिपाठी को समझा दो कि वो ओपनर है या टेल एंडर. चेन्नई के अगेंस्ट क्रंच गेम यू सेंड हिम इन एट 7th. रियली? इज दैट अ जोक? कम ऑन यार बाबाशीष, कम ऑन. ठीक है, चलो अब क्या, तुम्हारा टूर्नामेंट वैसे भी खत्म ही हो गया है, तो अभी एक मैच के बाद ही समझा देना, ठीक है.
देखो, मजाक हमारे साथ होता आ रहा है, लेकिन हम तुम्हारे जितना तेवातिया पे डिपेंडेंट नहीं है. हमारे ऊपर से भी प्लेयर्स खेलते हैं.
हाँ, देखा है हमने कितना खेल रहा है कार्तिक. बहुत सही खेल रहा है. बढ़िया.
बाबाशीष, आप लोग फाइनली डिपेंडेंट किस पर हो?
हम लोग फैंस के ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. फैंस के हमारा जो सपोर्ट है ना, वो पैशन से ही हम लोग चले जाएंगे टॉप.
पैशन से टॉप 4 नहीं, पैशन से टूर्नामेंट से बाहर हो जाओगे डायरेक्टली. बहुत हो गया तुम्हारा.
We'll see.
Brett, it's interesting how Babashish is supporting Kolkata, and I just asked him, who is exactly Kolkata dependent on?
Well, they're dependent on a lot of players. I think when you think about Kolkata, Andre Russell to me is the guy that they needed to depend on. So he needs to be fully fit. But when he gets back fully fit, he should be fine. So get his
Or you
hands.
can work on him after the tournament is done. It's only a matter of time actually.
No, they need him now.
Russell
They need him
can
now.
build a new.
They don't want him in 2 weeks. They actually want him now, right now.
Yeah, you do.
All right, guys, I think you're done being mean to each other. Let's call the next set, shall we? But well done. You guys played well for your particular teams. Let's have the next two teams. It is Bangalore versus Hyderabad, the two teams from the south. What's up, guys?
Hello, how are you?
Hi everybody. Cheers.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
It's going good. So the spotlight's on you. The stage is yours. Go ahead, defend your teams. Kiran and Chinmay.
चिन्मय बस एक बात पूछनी थी यार, तुम लोग थोड़ा टेबल पे गलत रास्ते में आ गए ना थोड़ा?
You saying, dude?
I mean, top half of the table, surely, I mean, that's a bit like Bangalore traffic. You're going the wrong way.
Who's talking? You have spent most of your life in the middle of that table, and yet you can't find a middle order. I mean, Shankar को middle order player बोलते हो, rather उसको player बोलते हो. कुछ तो शर्म करो.
Wait, don't talk about middle order यार. तुम्हारी बैटिंग तो विराट से स्टार्ट होती है और एबी से खत्म होती है. And the only way you can, any of your bowlers can get a purple cap is if they go and sign for Kolkata. We're gentlemen down here in the south.
Yeah,
The
we
best
agree
way
with
that I
each
can
other.
explain it, gentlemen, is that we're talking about, getting sledged about Hyderabad not having a middle order, but also too, when you think about what Hyderabad have done, they've actually won the titles a few times, whereas Bangalore have not won a title. So it's
I
a
mean,
good challenge.
Chinmay, when Brett Lee himself tells you, you got to listen, man. Come on. There's no
Here's the-
arguing about that.
This is too real, okay? This is-
Yeah,
I'm leaving this
I
chat.
reckon for Hyderabad, sort out your middle order, and then
Yep.
you might get out of the middle of the table.
Yep.
I wish you boys best of luck. Well done.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
guys.
so much,
Thanks
Brett,
a
for the
lot. You guys are actually like gentlemen. Thanks a lot. All right, with that, let's call up the boys from Punjab and Kolkata, shall we? Babashish, you're back. And guess who's here? Ricky B. It is good to have you back. Go for it.
I mean, Ricky,
अच्छा,
not as really.
बाबा मैं स्टार्ट करूंगा प्लीज. तुम लोग पूरा टाइम तू ये शो पे रहेगा कि निकल जाएगा?
Bro, मैं
मतलब पूरा टाइम रहेगा ना ये शो पे जो चालू है?
पूछ रहे तू.
अरे नहीं, तुम लोग को बंदे बदलने की आदत है ना यार. एक पे तो टिकते नहीं, तो सोचा पूछ लो, कंफर्म कर लो.
वैसे चेंज करना किसे कहते हैं वो तुम लोगों को पूछना चाहिए. ठीक है, तुम्हारे यहाँ सरकारी नौकरी पे लोग रखे हुए हैं, गवर्नमेंट जॉब. मैक्सवेल कैसा है वो? अच्छा है.
मैक्सवेल तो बहुत ही बढ़िया है. अच्छा, मैक्सवेल की बात से मेरे को याद है. अच्छा, मैं जो करके बताऊंगा ये से मेरे को बता कि ये क्या, तेरे को क्या समझ आ रहा है इससे?
बोल. हाँ 6 है 6.
तो रिकॉर्ड कर लेना. और रसल को भी सिखा, भूल गया यार वो.
देख, when the qualifiers arrive and if we arrive, then रसल को ये सब याद आ जाएगा. और जब
अच्छा.
याद आएगा ना तो मैं देखूं क्या बोलते
But Bubba Ishji, aren't you a bit nervous about if Russell isn't ready?
Yeah, but I've been nervous since we picked Russell, so it's hoping for the best. Apart from, I guess, Brett, if you think about it, a couple of people have really picked their game up. You saw what Nitish Rana did recently. Shubman Gill has been on and off, but I think if we do scamper through that run rate, I think this team really believes that they can do that. And nothing to take away from Morgan, that guy is trying. It's just he's there. One good knock is there for him, and so if these people really step up, then we really might not miss Russell.
And Ricky B, I've got to ask you about Ricky B. If you look back to what Punjab have done, it's only been 2014 when they made the finals, but they haven't really been there since. Can you delve more into that?
See, in 2014 we won 5 on the trot in UAE. 2020 we were languishing at the bottom half of the table, or rather bottom. But now we have turned it around. We have turned it around like anything. And unlike who are already, I think, knocked out, and we are on fourth. We are on fourth, and there are high chances that we might finish first or second as well. And after the playoffs,
This one, boys, is a tough one for me because I've played for both franchises.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a tough one. So this one I'm going to go down the middle. I'm divided.
All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thanks a lot for joining in. There is no way we can come to a sort of conclusion to this debate because there's just sheer passion here. So thank you so much for joining in. Thanks a lot. All right, Brett, one last fan battle. So let's get those two guys in. We've got Hyderabad versus Rajasthan. So let's have the two guys. We've got Amay, who's supporting Rajasthan, joining in.
Hello. I'm back.
Come back. Where is Hyderabad? Kiran, the gentleman from down south. Come on, guys. The stage is yours.
यार अमय मेरे को एक बात बता, what is the deal with you guys sending Stokes up top and then opening with Uthappa as well? I mean, is it you guys are playing Ludo or dice or something like that before deciding your batting order every match or what? I mean, it's not even like you have someone like Saha to come in and shore up your batting.
हाँ, बट जैसे तुम्हारे फैंस अब तक तुम्हारी टीम को सह ही रहे हैं ना, तो ठीक है, सह लो और थोड़ा बस, बाकी क्या.
यार पहले स्टोक्स को अपने पोजीशन में खिलाओ यार. I mean, what is this? You're sending Stokes ahead of Smith? I mean, I don't know what cricketing book you guys are reading, but whatever it is, you're reading it upside down. That's for sure.
भाई याद है ना पिछली बार स्टोक्स ने कितना मारा था? 107 नॉट आउट. Oh, but sorry. हैदराबाद बैट्समैन और सेंचुरीज तो यार तुम्हें क्या ही पता क्या होता है सेंचुरी. ठीक है.
It's just a matter of when, not if.
I mean, Kieran was saying about obviously Hyderabad. He was explaining to you about Rajasthan. You know, do they just roll the dice or do they just pick any team, willy-nilly? But I think that you've got some structure through the middle order with Rajasthan, where unfortunately for Hyderabad, they look like they're tossing a coin or tossing a dice because they don't have any structure through that middle period at the moment with their batting order. So I think it can warrant both coming from both sides.
Well, I mean, we've got New Zealander of the Year in our middle order. I mean, Kane Williamson, man, like he can carry the team on his own. That's fine.
We have the cricketer of the year in Ben Stokes, okay? Don't forget that, please.
Yeah.
He's also a Kiwi. He was
Who they're sending up top to open.
Sorry guys. Sorry to interrupt, but Amay, I wanted to ask you this question related to Rajasthan. Nothing, don't take it offensively, but even if you do, I don't care. Instead of Jofra Archer, like your bowling attack, you have Jofra Archer, which is really good, but अगर जोफ्रा आर्चर हट जाए तो when you invest in bowlers, you have अंकित राजपूत, you have जयदेव उनटकट, तो तुम्हारे पास assets नहीं, तुम्हारे पास liabilities है. इसका क्या करोगे तुम? मैं जानना चाहता हूँ.
कुछ नहीं करेंगे यार. We're just going to order another biryani. I'm telling you, that's the best thing they can do.
But at least we have Shreyas Gopal, we have Kartik Tyagi. और क्या चाहिए?
उसको त्याग दो. कार्तिक त्यागी को त्याग दो. क्या कर रहे हो?
All right, boys.
Aram
say. It's the first time that we've ever had two teams playing a game and then we've had a third come in as Ricky B coming for a different team, trying to pinch 2 points. Ricky, get out of there. You're out there for a second, mate.
This is just like his team, Brett. It's come in the scene out of nowhere. That's just like his team.
I love the passion from Ricky B. It's good. But I've also got to say that I do enjoy the Hyderabad versus Rajasthan chat. This one for me, I'm going to have to go Hyderabad just because of the experience. I think they've been there before. Sorry, mate. I'm so sorry. But best of luck for both teams.
Truth, Benga.
We have 2 matches to go and you'll see.
You're not spitting facts there, mate.
All right.
I'm going on stats. Good luck, boys.
Good luck to the two of
Thank you, Brett.
Great energy, super passion, valid points. Thank you so much for joining in. Thanks a lot. And thank you for that special appearance, Ricky B from Punjab.
That was brilliant.
I think it was really cool. There you are. There you are. Now make your team join the playoffs. Do that. We need a special appearance for sure.
Just a playoff. I'll make them win.
Good for you, Ricky. Sat Shri Akal ji.
Sat Shri Akal.
Sat Shri Akal. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, guys. What energy, what passion. I just love this segment. My jaws start aching because it's so funny.
It's brilliant.
Really brilliant. Your top 4 though, Brett.
Let's say Mumbai are done and dusted. They have got the QTICs, they've qualified. Mumbai done. First position. I'd have to go, I think, Delhi. I'd have to go Bangalore. And of course, my last but not least, Punjab. They are my top 4. And the reason why is because Mumbai have qualified, as I mentioned. Delhi have got a great bowling attack. Bangalore, they're hungry. They've never been into the finals in terms of they've never won a title, and then Punjab have just got like some momentum going. So for me, all those 4 teams are a chance of winning this tournament.
And Punjab has fans like that. Ricky B.
And if maybe get Ricky in the team somehow. Ricky B,
Yeah.
he can bat number 4.
That I think he'll be a fantastic finisher. And there he is. Thanks a lot, Ricky. You gotta go now. Bye.
Ricky, if you're free, we've got a slot open at number 5 for Hyderabad, just in case you're free. Just let us know.
Maybe you can get traded next year and wear orange. There you go. Thanks, Kiran.
Thanks, Kiran. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much, Brett. Thanks a lot. We must call the curtains now before all the fans start sort of pouring in all over again. But of course, that's because that's the amount of love we have for you in India and across the world. So thank you so much for joining in. Thanks a lot.
This has been my favourite one. This one, it's been brilliant. Well done. Thank you, Riddhima. Good job.
Thank you so much. And of course, let me remind you all that on Sports Adda, you stand a chance of daily fantasy winnings up to ₹10,000. And also there are various cricket-related games going on in there where you also stand a chance to win big. And don't forget, there are certain prizes that you really, really want to get your hands on, which are personal hats and balls which have been signed by Brett himself. So you need to win that. So download the app. And thank you so much for joining in, Brett. See you.
See you soon. Thanks, Riddhima.